Hi everyone. I'm going to show you the notes that we did today, which is Target C Day 1. We're at the bottom, or we are at page 10. So yesterday we finished Target B, and in Target B we learned how to multiply two binomials. In Target C we are going to be doing the reverse of multiplying binomials, which would be factoring. So yesterday and in Target B, I gave you two binomials and you multiplied to get the answer. Today, I'm going to give you the answer, and you're going to factor to give me the two binomials that make that happen. So we are going to go from we still have two different methods that we can use. We have a box method and we have a reverse FOIL method. And so I'm going to walk you through both of them, and then you can decide which one you would like to do. So in the box method, we're going to draw a box again. And there's detailed instructions right here for how to fill it out. So we are going to put the first term. So remember, I'm giving you what looks to be the answer here, but we need to find what factors go into, what two binomials do I multiply to get this. So I'm going to put the first term in the upper left-hand corner. So that first term, it's going to go there. So the x squared goes there. And the last term, which is the 12, is going to go in the bottom right corner. So I am reading off of these instructions. Okay, I've done that. Then I want to find the two numbers that multiply to the last term and add to the middle term. So two numbers that multiply to the last term. So two numbers that multiply, two numbers that I don't know of that multiply to my last term. My last term is 12. That add to be my middle term, which is 7x. Okay, so I want to go find the numbers that multiply to 12 that add to 7x. Now, I don't need to come up with these off the top of my head. The two numbers that multiply to 12, I could go use my factor sheet for. And remember, in my factor sheet, I can find my factor sheet by going to the Teams page. And in the Teams page on the left-hand side is the KC2 quadratic representations. And once you have that, you will be able to find the Target C factor sheet. You need to have that up and open when we are factoring, because in order to go find what multiplies to 12, my factor sheet will do that for me. I'm going to go find what numbers multiply to 12. So I'm going to go find 12 in my factor chart. And these are all the numbers that multiply to 12. And I want to find what numbers multiply to 12 that add to 7. So these are my options. I have 1 and 12 as an option, 2 and 6 is an option, and 3 and 4. So playing around with those, I know that 3 and 4 will add to 7 and multiply to 12. And so I'm going to put 3 and 4 add to 7x. So in order for those to be like terms, I'm going to add an x to those. So I have 3x plus 4x. And then now I'm going to fill out my box. 3x is going to go in one of my boxes. So I'll put 3x here. And 4x is going to go in one of my boxes. So now that the box is filled out, I'm going to erase this now so I have room. Now that the box is filled out, I need to fill out the top. Remember, I'm going backwards. So my answer, I want to find what's going to go on the top and what's going to go on the side here. So in order to do that, I need to ask myself, what two things multiply to give me x squared? Well, I know that x times x, if I put an x here and an x here, those multiply together will give me x squared. So I'm working backwards. Then I ask myself, what multiplies by a number to make 3x? So I already have the x, so up here I must have that 3 then, and that's a positive 3. And then I have to ask myself down here, which two numbers add to be 4x, or multiply, I'm sorry, to be 4x? Well, I have x up here, so I must have a 4 over here. That will become more common for you and more second nature the more that you do these, the more practice you get. And then your answer is going to be what we put on the top and what we put on the side, but we need to formulate it like this. X plus 3 times x plus 4. Okay, that's my answer. We will do more practice with the box method, but please watch the next video for how to do the reverse FOIL method.